How's your day going? Pretty good. I got Metroid to beat. I'm also okay. Not like me. We are also on a time limit. We're on a we collect the royal we are on a time limit. So this time, I will actually probably need to speedrun Metroid. Speedrun this year. I will probably have to speedrun the game this year. Why? Because I have paid Amazon $50. So a doctor on a webcam can say, yep, you need skin medicine. And that is in about 2 hours. However, that was also an hour ago. So I've got about an hour. Hello, Frank. Hello. It's fucked. It's fucked the whole way down. That's what it is. Look at that. They should rip off your skin and send it to the doctors for Amazon. Why would I do that? Why would I give them my skin? It's mine. I grew it. We're just stream to the point where you point and not display the doctor. I could. I don't care. Amazon doctors. They have doctors like where you can just call in and like video webcam chat with them, and then they like that's it. Generally, it's like not for, you know, being sick, like where you're, you know, spewing out both ends or have goo. It's generally for things like visible. And I do have a skin condition. And this is some beatable music. Yes, this is using proper rhythm. But, like, I have a skin condition. And I need goo to put on the skin condition. The issue is that I can't get the goo because it's a controlled substance for a fucking reason. Even though I don't know why, it just is. So I need to pay $50 to contact a doctor and be like, hi, can I get the goo that I need to make my skin work? And then they look at my skin and they're like, yeah, that's fucked, buddy. You do need the goo. And then they give me the goo. And then I have to pay like $20 more to buy the goo. The goo and the shampoo. Because for some reason, I can't just do that. I have to pay somebody to be like, yes, you need to do that. It's miserable. I hate it. I feel like Kefka. What else do I have in here? What else do I have in my bag of Twix? I could just play proper rhythm again. Like 30 seconds. 30 seconds proper rhythm. You need to pay the doc every time. They will usually prescribe me like 2 orders that I can get of like the goo and the shampoo. Then after that, I need to pay $50 more to go to talk to the doctor again, and they're like, yep, that's fucked. Sure, you can buy the goo. Because again, this is a controlled substance. It's not in Germany. I literally probably only need to do this like one time. One more time. And then that's it. Once I do it this next time, that's it. Then I can just buy it on Amazon regularly in Germany. It's an over-the-counter thing in Germany. Can't they prescribe a longer prescription? I don't think they can. Or if they can, they don't want to, because they fucking hate me. But yes, it's Troid time. We're Troiding it Metroidly. Like for fungi. Yes. The thing I have is basically like if there was athlete's foot for your face. I have that. Where like, okay, again, like I've talked about this before, and I've shown pictures, but like it's
cream gravy.
Gonna get a little bit gross, gonna get a little bit disgusting, careful. Warning for medicine. Warning for skin. Skin warning. But whenever it happens, my face gets like really dry and like kind of like it's really fucking rough and like red spots form, and if I scratch at it I can pull off like big chunks of skin that look like I'm kind of shedding like a fucking snake. And it just gets like progressively worse to a point unless I put the cream on it, unless I put the goo on it, and then the goo fixes it. It's never gone away. No matter how much goo I put on it, it's still there. It will always be there. So it's just kind of like, whatever. I just need goo. And I can get as much goo as I can physically handle in Germany. Because over there, they're like, it's fucking goo. What are you gonna do? Make a bomb out of it? But in the United States, it's like, oh, no, 2% goo. That's too much for you there. You can buy enough Advil to kill yourself, but like, you know, the goo? Oh, that's too much goo. I missed being able to like just kind of do shit whenever I wanted to, because Unbeatable was just like a game in which I could not yap over it because it's a fucking rhythm game that's voice acted. What am I gonna do? Be a dick? No. Considered removing all of your skin. I can't do that. That's like a once in a lifetime thing. You do it and you're dead. You're the face of an athlete. Yes. Also, hey, thanks for clicking buttons. You don't have to, but I'm glad all of you clicked a button anyway. To do this, go over here. We're doing Kanto 9 Part 1. No, I'm not playing any of Kanto 9 until the 21st. I see why you aspire to the Blessed Machine. It's so much easier. The human body is a fucking garbage thing. I have to go here. We did it. We looked at the thing, and now we can go to the right and then shoot a guy that has, like, weird spiky legs. Cool. Okay. But, like, the human body sucks. It doesn't do anything right. What are you playing? Metroid Zero Mission. People are turning cough syrup into meth. I think at that point, you kind of just have to, you know, accept the loss. Like, if people are gonna somehow figure out a way to turn, like, dirt into meth, the people are gonna do meth. And they're gonna use your words of playing over the words and said too. The will the city provides. I would listen to the, I should join the fucking index. Explain the Metroid the Gurse. The Gurse is that I have to play this every year because I like this game. And if I don't play it every year, I start, like, physically sweating. Alright, so now you show up and it's like, oh my god, it's the worm! The worm! Wow, it's the worm! Optional boss, by the way. 40k faction would you be? I don't know, probably Necrons. I like them. All right, so now that we have charge shot, this changes like nothing. Sammy can prove. By the way, speaking of Sammy, dear friend, Zumi. You know her as being pink, potentially. You also might know her of Scuffathon fame. I will be assisting her soon-ish on a journey of biblical proportions. By that I mean she's enlisted me to help her beat Lobotomy Corporation, or at least play through a majority of it. So that's going to be happening. Because she wants to play Lobotomy Corporation. That way she understands, like, what she needs to understand for Ruina. That's right now. People are playing my games, like you should be. Why aren't you playing my games, by the way? What happened to Limbus Company? Huh? Don't think I forgot. I've been watching. I see what you boot up on Steam. It's not Limbus Company. I'm watching you. At all times. The horror. When and where? On her channel. I will let you all know when it happens. Oh, you see?
I do fucking see. I see that you don't boot up Olympus on Steam. I see everything. I know what you fucking do.
I stayed mirrored on your before stream, shaking your hand. Good job, good job. Grab that. Grab that KT Limbus session. The issue with the KT Limbus session is that currently KT is doing that thing wherever he forgets that many other games exist and just kind of defaults into like the safe haven of Marvel Rivals, Warframe, and then like maybe Deadlock every so often. He's not being adventurous right now. He's sticking to routine. You're the map. I don't think I need the map, but whatever. We'll get it. Literally playing Bakak Road right now. I feel like Limbus Company would piss me off. It actually doesn't. Also, I want to show you all a message. I want to show you a message that I never thought in my fucking life I would ever receive. Hate mail. That'd be funny. I never thought I would receive a message like this. She's crumbling. No, she's not. To preface this, it's the fact of I was yapping about Limbus to her yesterday because she asked about like what like Canto 9 and just like things about Limbus Company in general. And because like she watched the Pack video on Lobotomy Corporation. She's never going to play the games. The games don't really interest her, but she likes the world and stuff. So I was like, Pack actually released another video. This time on like Library of Ruina. And she's like watching it in her free time because it's like the fucking 5.5 hour long one. And she's just like looking at it every so often. So remember, she's not into it. Don't bring it up. Don't do anything. Just know that that is a message that I have received. Trust my process. Remember, this is a safe space for all Project Moon because we're all fucking insane here. I don't care what you all talk about. Someone could come in here and be like, Milky, I'm slowly turning myself into a dog by eating kibble every day. And I'd be like, that's great, man. Make sure to give me an update on that every so often. I hate the game with the lore. Kinda, yeah. I like World of Warcraft, I think. I need to actually play more of it at some point. Glad she's enjoying it in the background. I mean, like, I've talked to her about it because I was like, what is the reason you won't play Linux? And she's like, honestly, overexposure and also just generally, the gameplay doesn't look that interesting. And I'm like, you know what? That's fair. So remember, if this is gonna work, everyone has to shut the fuck up. If this is gonna work, so shut the fuck up. But that is the current happenstance of everything. I'm just saying, so shut the fuck up. You all will. And I know you will, because you listen to me. You worship me. I can't even say that with a straight face. But you listen. You're well behaved when it counts. That's the thing. She told me why she quit HSR, and it's because like the game did not respect her time. And I was like fucking. I was shaking her hand on that, being like, fucking fair, shaking your hand, yes, handshakes. Because, like, we talked about just our general experience with Hoyo games, and how, like, both of us were pretty thumbs up about, like, ZZZ, for instance. But it falls into the standard Hoyo, like, slop farm of, like, you need to log in right now and do your 7 daily missions and then your weekly resets, and make sure you cap out your dailies every time. Otherwise, you're never going to be able to roll on our gacha system. Also, the gacha system is rigged because you're going to roll on, like, the character banner and never get a character, but you're going to get a weapon that does, like, 7.2% more blue damage. But that's actually not, that's a bad roll. You wanted 8.72% more red damage. And at this point, the entire system's fucked. You're going to have to start, like, buying more currency. And there's like a certain point where you're just like, when do I start screaming and also bleeding out of my eyes? That's why I like Limbus so much, I think. Like, that's why it's the gacha game of my choice, because it sucks at being one, because they're like, I don't know, it's a gacha game. We don't have new characters. What if Don Quixote was blue? And I'm just like, you know what? What if Don Quixote was blue? They're releasing a new unit. Limbus is doing a new thing with a new character on Wednesday, which is today. In about 12-ish hours, we get a new unit who we finally can figure out what the fuck she does, because half of her kit is censored for some reason. Why is it censored? I don't know. I want to know though. Why can't I read half her kit? Wasn't fun anymore. That's kind of just like what happens with I think most Hoyo games for me. Because like Honkai Star Rail, sure, whatever. I enjoy it mildly, but also as a new center or new ID. We will never get a new center like ever until like whenever the Kanto is done. Not Kanto. Like, the entire Purgatorio, maybe. Fuck. Fuck. Double fuck. I can do this. I can do this. Oh, you can do this. Those things are still very cool. I think that it's very good. Oh, wait, hang on. I have to join now. Hang on, I'm just gonna mute on stream. It's time. I gotta do the fucking thing. Okay, we're done. We're done. We're done. That's it. That's it. We're done. That's it. I told you. That's literally fucking it. I just need someone to be like, yep, your forehead's fucked. 2 minutes. That's it. It's 2 minutes. I had to fucking pay $50 for a 2-minute visit so they can be like, yep, here's your goo. 2 minutes. I hate America. I think that's kind of just the long and short of everything. I hate America. I can tell you that for free. I can tell myself that in the mirror. I know what I need for my stupid head. But no, I need a doctor to tell me, oh yeah, your head's fucked, buddy. What am I gonna do? I don't know how to make meth. Maybe I should learn, because apparently everything makes meth.
For your fungus robbery.
Hey there, welcome to America. Every substance has to be controlled. Because if it's not, you're gonna make a drug. I don't know how to make a drug. I dropped out of college. I don't even know what math is. Glasses give you $50, say thank you. Glasses, you don't have to do that at all. But thank you so fucking much. You covered my forehead visit. Why am I doing this? I paid nothing for my doctor to tell me I should eat more food, and I feel like I still feel like I got scammed. I think that's kind of just the long and short of it, isn't it? Like, you go to the doctor for a pretty general issue, and whenever they tell you a stupid answer, or like just kind of a general, yeah, just do this more. You just feel, why did I do this? Like, please don't get drafted. I didn't plan on getting drafted ever. Look, if they try to go, you gotta get drafted, I'm gonna start lying out my ass. I have psychosis. I'm a practicing pacifist. I have depression. I will shoot anybody. I will shoot my comrades in arms. I dropped out of high school and failed math twice. Do you think I know how to make a drug? That's it. Like, you think I know how to do this? So you have all of us as dependents. I'll shoot myself in the foot. I don't care. That age-old tweet. The evergreen tweet. I'll serve drugs before I serve this country. I told my doctor I made depression, including ideation of certain things, and they told me to keep a fucking mood journal. What do you mean, mood journal? Get diagnosed with something. I can't get diagnosed with anything because I'm neurotypical and so normal. Anti-draft is me being trans. Some of us have all the fucking luck. We start sitting in the waiting room for 20 minutes for a 5-minute visit. Personally, I think medicine's a scam. Why isn't there like a village doctor? There should be a doctor in this town that is just the town doctor. And I can go to the town doctor. Name him something like Frank. Frank will tell me about any issue that ails me. Because I'm ADHD, trans, little depressed, I'm probably safe from that. I have a mental illness, not the SADS. Oh, it's probably just seasonal depression. No, it's medical. It is shocking just how many people. You consider doing yoga, but it's shocking how many people just show up here constantly and either are trans or just are, or then change their gender. It's very funny. There's a very real, like, Milky the Squid to trans pipeline. Which, again, people are going to start thinking I'm doing shit here. Hey, why are you transing people? That's the thing! It just keeps happening. I'm not doing it. It just happened. I don't need to save. Saving is for losers. Do I go over here? I do. But I mean, now I don't need to speedrun Metroid, so we're here now. How you doing, everybody? You having a good Wednesday? Why don't you tell me about it, huh? Yeah, you have anything good to eat? You just turn everyone trans. Be funny. Can I unionize a platoon? Look at the squid teleports on my body. Into my body. That'd be fucked up. That's like a Titanfall execution. Into my house every 10 days and injects me estradiol into my body. This is true, I do this. There's so many things happening right now. There's like Savage Prog in 14. There's that game coming out in 3 weeks. You know the one. I'm playing Metroid, which we all care about, obviously. We're all here to watch Metroid. Yeah, that one. The game. Yeah, what one? You know, the game. That game's coming out in like 3 weeks. Pretty soon! Part 2 tomorrow. Depends on where you are in the world. For me, it's in 12 hours. Obviously. What? You know, the game! Game soon! Game's in 3 weeks, actually. Highguard. I'm surprised you knew what I was alluding to, but yes, Highguard. Here's a save room. Highguard is coming out in 3 weeks. Do you know what Highguard is? Do you remember that name? You signed up for Stories 3. Yes. Primarily because this time I can actually, like, request a key for that game. Never heard of it. Absolutely not. Funny. So Highguard is the game that they showed off at the end of the Game Awards. Remember that one? Remember that game that was just at the end of the Game Awards and people were like, what the fuck is this? It's that. It's that game. The Titanfall game. Yes. No, I don't. No. That game comes out in 3 weeks. They have not said anything about that game. There has not been a single post on, like, their YouTube channel. There hasn't been a post on, like, their social medias. There's been nothing. There's just been that one trailer, and that's it. It is not looking good for Highguard. But it's very funny that that's happening. Splitgate re-released a 1K concurrence. I mean, Splitgate kind of deserves it. Not gonna lie. Everything I say is my own personal opinion, by the way. I don't know if I need to say that. I'm very opinionated about video games because I play so goddamn many of them. And I like video game developer industry insights and blah, 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 whatever. But Splitgate fucked up bad because they just kind of slouched the original release of Splitgate, which was a pretty okay game by all metrics. And then they just did the thing where we're gonna make FPS gaming great again. And then it was bad. It was really bad. I think they had like a battle pass that was a stupid amount of money. I think I hate video games, actually. They're all just schemes to make fucking money. No one makes a weird game anymore because they're like, I like this game concept because no one made it before, and also there needs to be more like horse racing sims. That's what Splitgate was. Splitgate was really popular because it was capitalizing off the fact that Halo Infinite was bad. And people wanted some kind of Halo-esque thing to do. And so Splitgate just filled that gap. Toby Fox is side-eyeing. I like Toby Fox because Toby Fox follows the concept of I'm going to do whatever I want forever. There's no money in weird and new. I want weird and new. Viva Pinata was weird and new. Like, it should be allowed to exist for the ones I like. This is true. Where is... I think it's like here. Right there. Hang on, I'm finding the rhythm. There it is. I'm just gonna spoil it. I forget the rhythm, because, like, the rhythm is there, it's just hard to find it. I got the Limbus pass. Yeah, that'll last you for, like, 6 months. I think everybody should play Limbus Company forever, because it's a good game. Maybe it's not good. Well, game is subjective, but it's got a great story. I love my Sinners so much. You might be asking, Milky, how much do you love your Sinners? That's a good question. It's a very good question. A normal amount. A very normal amount. I love them a very normal amount. You changed it. Wallpaper engine? That's wallpaper engine. Is that Vintage Story? Yes, I own Vintage Story. I love video games. I have so many video games I need to play. I gotta play 100 Line. I gotta play ISAT. After this stream, on Friday, we're doing Celeste, which is a very easy video game that is completable in about 2 streams. But only if you're named me. They don't tell you that. I need to go down here because I need the missiles. I need to make sure I get every single missile upgrade that I can. Because I want to be able to just not think about Rid. If you do Seaside. What the fuck is a Seaside? I know nothing about Celeste. And I mean, like, nothing. I just know that people say it's the hard platforming game, and also trans people love it. Okay, what's your opinion on the index? That's the newest idea. I want more of them, because I want there to be a second poise team that's not just... Okay, no, I just want a second poise team. That's just kind of... That's the end of that farm. Because currently, our only poise team is just Blade Lineage, and Blade Lineage is kind of suffering from the fact that it's fucking Blade Lineage, and like most of those IDs are Season 1 and starting to fall off. Because I'd say the only really good Blade Lineage ID... Okay, subjective. I like Mersal. What is your metric for finishing Celeste? What is the community metric for finishing Celeste? Where does me being able to say I beat Celeste come in? What is the cutoff for that? Because usually it's just me beat video game, C credits win. Beating the game. What does beating the game entail, though, is the thing. Most people say climb to the peak, reach the summit. Is that not the end of the game? Get to the top, reaching the top. Getting to the top is normally the end. Credits. It's not anymore. That's post-game. It's a bunch of extra stuff after the top. Collect all strawberries. I have to collect strawberries? Again, I know nothing about Celeste. You could tell me there's an optional super boss in that game and I believe you. Or a cake. Sort of. Okay, so there is an optional super boss. Celeste is secretly frog fractions. 0.5. A second game consent another game. You can also play Celeste in Celeste. Isn't that kind of the point? Hey, you know, when you buy Mario Odyssey, they don't tell you this on the box, but you can play Mario Odyssey whenever you play it. Wow, right? That's kind of the point of video games. Like when you old Celeste in new Celeste. Why are there two Celestes? I thought Celeste was just the game. What do you mean there's an old version of Celeste called Celeste? You're planning to go for 100% or just the credits? I never 100% any video game. This is a pain. It's a very large pain to do that. I think there's missiles in here. Oh yeah, there are. I remember this room. Come on. I just can't question. I have like... Yeah, like that. When is Celeste happening? Friday. Currently, I need to beat Metroid Zero Mission again. You can't see you beat the game. Yes, you can. Whenever you see the credits of, like, the game, you've beaten the game. That's how every single video game works. It's not like you need to know movie trivia. Whenever you see the credits of a movie, you've watched the movie. Oh, but you see, you didn't watch the secret bonus feature of the deleted scenes of Eddie Murphy slurping a fat glizzy in a Shark Tales. So you didn't really watch the movie. No, I did. I saw the credits. You beat Unbeatable 6 times in a row. I did. What's credits at the very start of the game? That would count. B-sides are long, pretty hard. C-sides are 3 screens and very hard. What is the A and B and C side? Treat me like I am your grandmother. And I don't know what a video game. The last video game I saw was Pong. A side is the main game. B and C sides are harder versions of the levels. You need to do them ever. Right, you need misses. Quick strawberries. B is for challenge and about as long as A side, and C is the hardest. Do you need to do them ever, though? Or is it just for clown? Unless you want to beat the final level. You need to do them to be a real game. So it's clout. I don't care about clout. Like, sure, I like Dark Souls games. I like Souls games, from Soft games, the whole shit and shaboodle. But I will never do a naked level 1 decrepit club only run of those games because that sucks. That's bad. I have to go up and left. This is the part I hate about Kraid. Because Kraid is just a bunch of like... As long as you don't go for golden berries, you'll be fine. Look, you need to find the secret sauce. Collect my golden acorns, Milky. Weak. You're not Kraid, you're the save point. I need to go get the weird, unknowable thing where it goes... That'll work. That Souls players being masked is played up for last, but no, it's just the truth. I like games that are hard and kind of suck. I think every game needs to suck in some way to be good. This is a core tenet. This is a core truth of mine. Kraid's over here. Like Lobotomy Corporation. Would I ever recommend anybody play that game? No, it's bad. But also, it being bad is kind of the point. Because it's to make sure that you understand just how hellish it is for, like, everybody involved in that game to be going through those events. It's a masterclass. I love it. But also, it sucks. It's always part of the narrative. I like Soulsborne games because they are just kind of like hard, and I like hard games because I like whenever a game is like, I don't know, suffer a little bit. Oh my god, it's Kraid! Hi, Kraid! I'm a big fan of the dinosaur. Alright, now he's gonna break the top platform. This is gonna get a lot more annoying. Please back up. You're very big. Okay, cool, whatever. Kraid, everybody! Give up for Kraid! That's Kraid! Kraid! Big dinosaur! Round! See you next year! Thanks, go down! Bye, Kraid! I remember struggling on Kraid. Kraid was a roadblock for tiny little, like, jublet me. He was so hard because I could not fathom the ability to move and shoot at the same time. Or, like, jump and shoot. And it was just like, oh my god, he's so strong! He broke the platform! Fuck, the platform! How am I supposed to shoot him now? I gotta climb all the way back up, and oh my god, it's so hard! I gotta, like do all that, and, like, dodge the nails, too? Oh my god! I will say, Mother Brain is still a pain in the ass, because that's just, that is Mother Brain. Weak. There is joy to be had around here. There it is. Being good at Metroid is fucked up in the sense you have to just commit war crimes on the enemies. It's not like a war crime. We're not at war. This is just like a psychopath. Samus is more akin to just a psychopath. I hate bugs. Goodbye, bugs. pointing in the direction. Yeah. I mean, I agree. I think it's doing the Souls game thing where they're not directly telling you what to do. They're kind of implying it. Where it's just, I mean, I don't know, gamer. This seems to be a bit of a challenge. Maybe you should come back later when you have stronger abilities. But they're doing that by just constantly throwing a brick at your head until you either A, are able to tank the brick, or B, pass out and leave because you're upset that you keep getting a brick thrown at your head. When I rotate. What else we can do? I have a small lizard brain. I think open world games are kind of We've kind of done them all. I enjoy Souls games because they're pretty linear, but they're also like non-linear because sometimes there's like another path you can go down. Maybe you just go down another path, like in Dark Souls 3. There's like 2 paths you can go down. Maybe you want to go to the fucking the goo lands, the swamp. Well, you can go to the swamp after you get to like the castle, or you can go to the Cathedral of the Deep. You gotta go to both anyway at some point, so you know, why not? Just pick which one's easier for you. Go wherever you want. Have fun. Be yourself. Why does Ridley have sperm-shaped ships? Because he's going to impregnate you with fear. It's a metaphor. I think Elden Ring is too big. Elden Ring is bleh. I don't know. Open world games that are like really good are kind of bad because I also don't feel the desire to ever replay them. You know what I mean? Breath of the Wild, for instance. Breath of the Wild, I'm not going to count Tears of the Kingdom is not included in this conversation. Breath of the Wild is a really good game. I think that is stupidly fun. I had a lot of fun with that as a Zelda fan, and I thought that figuring out everything, where it all was, seeing cool landmarks and going to them, fantastic. Had a lot of fun, just could sit down over the weekend enjoying myself with Breath of the Wild. I never want to go back and play that game ever again. Because I did everything that I wanted to do in it. There's no reason for me to boot Breath of the Wild back up. Are you winning, whiteboard? I'm jumping. Like Mario. Same with Elden Ring. Like, Elden Ring is stupidly cool. It does the open world thing really well. There's a bunch of interesting landmarks on the map to go to. The map has, like, things on it, like just the pause menu map, that make going to them interesting. And you're like, oh, what's that? What's going on over there? And you go over there and you see what's going on. Wow, that's cool. I never want to replay Elden Ring ever again. Just because, like, it's too big. There's too much video game, which is a weird thing to say, but it's true. Dark Souls 3, I can boot up and go and do another run of whenever I feel like it. Because it's fun. It's a single, self-contained experience. It's overwhelming. For Elden Ring specifically, they did a thing where, sure, they're trying to alleviate the Souls game problem of, well, I mean, maybe you want to build around this weapon, but you don't get that weapon until you're about 7 quintillion hours into the game. So if we make it an open world game, you can just go get it whenever you want. Wow, that solves an issue, kind of. But then at the same time, you still have to go get it, which is a pain in the ass. And it's kind of like doubled in Elden Ring because so there are some areas in Elden Ring you don't get access to until you're about 7 billion hours into the game. So it's just, it takes the issues of like Dark Souls games where you don't get an item that you want to use maybe until you're about 8 hours into the game, and it just hyper exacerbates them because now you don't get that item until you're 80 hours into the game. Take, for instance, oh, you want to make a build around like Melania's weapon. Good fucking luck. Unless you have someone drop you that shit, you're not getting that in a reasonable amount of time. So your only option is just to go New Game Plus with it. You are... Yeah, you're speed boost. Okay, you're speed boost. I hate you. There we go. You, I need high jump for... I mean, I don't really need high jump, to be fair. I could just bomb jump, but then I lose out on high jump, and that's kind of like non-negotiable. Yeah, like yeah, you know? It's like yeah. Like yeah, dude. Like yeah, see? Like yeah. Boys! Scratch him. Open world is a very specific design philosophy that some of the open world games don't do. Like, as much as I love clowning on them, Bethesda somehow did it right with, like, Skyrim. I can play, like, Skyrim again. I think that's mainly just due to the mods, though. Modding helps a lot in that aspect. But every so often, you can just boot up Skyrim and do it again. I think it also helps that you can just drop that game whenever you want and just kind of like, whatever. Lost a boys are busy chasing a laser pointer. We almost had it. Goddamn laser pointer. My first clear, I reached a specific place video. The second one takes like 10 hours or less. Yeah, knowledge helps a lot. But also, do not take this as I am endorsing Skyrim. I think Skyrim is boring. I will, however, also know, I will admit that is solely a me thing. I know so many people love Skyrim. Love Skyrim to your heart's content. I just think it's really boring. Mainly because you fall into the stupid fucking black hole every time. Oh, there's so many options in Skyrim. Maybe this time I will be a rogue who uses daggers. And the dagger... Can I, like, wall jump? Thank you. And the dagger will be enchanted. And I will go as an enchanter, or maybe I will be a mage of battle and control the flow of battle with my spell as an arcane... You're going Stealth Archer. You're going Stealth Archer. You're going Stealth Archer. You're going to max out Restoration at 100 again. Now you can get the heal spell and use less mana whenever you heal, and you're going to go Stealth Archer. You will be going Stealth Archer. There's no other way around it. You're going Stealth Archer. What about Fallout? Fallout, legitimately, you can get away with doing different builds in Fallout because, sure, every build is just, you got a gun. Maybe you pipe, like maybe a punch, maybe use a melee weapon. But there's the option of doing so. In Skyrim, you're going Stealth Archer. You have booted up the game, eventually your road will lead you to Stealth Archer. My last build was pure mage. See, that's the thing. You're stronger than many other people because at a certain point, you're just like, but I do more damage whenever I crouch and hit people with an arrow. However, if you want to get philosophical about it...
Cream gravy.
Cream gravy. If you want to get philosophical about it, it could just be the human nature, the human mind, is programmed to follow the path of least resistance, the most optimal path to the goal. And in this case, the most optimal path of doing damage in Skyrim is Stealth Archer. Is Stealth Archer fun? Yes. I'm gonna go with yes. It's more fun than melee combat, because Bethesda melee combat has no sauce whatsoever. I'm sorry, but it's true. Like, you could get away with Bethesda melee combat in 2011, whenever Skyrim came out, sure. Actually, no, you couldn't, because, like, Dark Souls was already out by then. It's fun in Oblivion because of how Oblivion works. That's true. Oblivion is just a funny game. But, like, okay, do me a favor, right now. Stand up from your chair, if you can, if you're not at work. Stand up. Put your arms out in front. Make two fists, put them out in front of you. Act like you're holding a sword in your right hand and just move your hand horizontally left and right. You are now doing Bethesda melee combat. That is Bethesda melee combat. This is the only thing you do. There's no, like, impact. There's no nothing. You're just kind of like, you're smearing them. You're just kind of waving your arm with a sword at them, and then they're dying. That's Bethesda melee combat. That's why it's boring. Minecraft. I'd say Minecraft has more of a fucking oomph to it. Than good old Bethany Esda. There's an overhead swing too, but it doesn't do anything. It's like mashing action figures together. It is like mashing action figures together. Okay, here we go. The strong knight, level 7 paladin, goes up against the evil level 10 lich. Yeah! Yes, that's it. That's it. Bethesda games are funny. There's a video for this. The reason is just that, like, they lost the sauce. Oblivion had sauce because it was like it kind of sucked. This is why I think Oblivion is like the best fucking game ever.
Money or your life. We can play it that way if you like. I give up.
Geeked up playing Xbox all day.
Geeked up playing Xbox all day.
There's not a single mod in that video. That's just shit you can do in Oblivion. Morrowind had sauce. Morrowind did have sauce, but it also kind of sucked because that game involved dice rolls for hitting people. Where you make a spell to fucking fly. This is true. I think Oblivion is like the most palpable form of Bethesda game to many people. Morrowind is great, and I love Morrowind, but at the same time, Morrowind requires you to basically just think like an insane person most of the time. Morrowind's kind of like Pathfinder, like 1E, where you just have to constantly be buffing yourself with every single buff in the game to do anything. I'm gonna need you to come back now. You swing sword and do sword good. I think also Morrowind has a good because it embraces true good video game like ideology, which is sure, fuck it, break the game. I don't care. There are too many games out there. I'm getting like passionate about things that don't matter. But it's funny, so I'm gonna keep going. There are too many games out there. Like, you know elemental resistances in fucking video games? They matter. Elemental resistances matter. To an extent. There are so many games that are afraid of letting you, like, breach the 100 resistance, like, threshold. They're terrified of that. Oh, but what if you become completely immune to fire damage? Who cares? If they want to become completely immune to fire damage, let them become completely immune to fire damage. Why does it matter? It doesn't. In, like, Divinity Original Sin 1, for instance, there is a very specific set of, like, perks and enchantments you can get on, like armor and, like, whatever that gives you 110% fire resistance. And then you start healing whenever you take fire damage. So if you start carrying around like a pocket of lava, you just become invincible because you hyper heal through everything. Does that trivialize most of the game? Yes. But also, does it fucking matter? Yeah, Marwin's fucking cool. Because you can break the game in half. Yes! This is why I love playing roguelikes. This is why The Binding of Isaac is one of the best games ever. Because the end goal, after a certain point of Binding of Isaac, is not just, can you beat the game? It's, how long can you play the game before you inevitably crash it? Varia suit fucks, gravity suit sucks. I agree with this statement. I hate how gravity suits are purple. And I like purple. Oh yeah, I need to get the little ticks. Yeah, 110% resistant to anything sounds awesome. Because it is! At the end of the day, everything just kind of does boil down to, like, that one tweet that Doom posted. You control the buttons you push. But what if my video game experience gets trivialized because of an OP thing located in the game? My brother in Christ, you control the equipment you use. The Drake Sword exists in Dark Souls 1. You can use it if you want. Kanto 9 Part 3 comes out, will you stream it that night or Thursday, Friday? Whenever Kanto 9 Part 3 comes out, I'm streaming it on the 21st. Because, since we're getting Part 2 today, on the 14th, Part 3 comes out. After that, I'm giving everybody 1 week to beat the game. Or, the Kanto. So that way, if you want to beat the Kanto, you can, and then you can come here and be like, ah yes, now I can watch the stream free of spoilers. And then we're good. Favorite Atlas game? Or Monster Hunter Monster? My favorite Atlas game is Shin Megami Tensei 3. That's a lie, it's 5. Oh shit, there's ants. I want to play proper rhythm again. I like this song. But yeah, I think video games are cool. There needs to be more video games that you just break them in half over like a rock. Because who cares? They're going to break the pieces and slay the spine. That's fair. I love that. I crashed Isaac once because he fucked up something that happened to me. I think Venus, Brimstone, Scatter Bombs, and Prize Bomb. Bomb synergy is funny. I also love how, like, Parasite. I think it's Parasite. The Parasite is a quality 3 item that whenever you shoot tears, like, splits your tears. It is so funny how that combination... Usually the Parasite, the beach sounds are still on. Interesting. But Parasite is usually the thing that breaks the game in half. If you take Parasite too late into a run in Isaac, your game will crash. See, this is also why I like grinding. Because whenever you grind in a game, you're basically pushing the game to the limit of what it can and cannot handle. Is the game prepared for me to be level 90 an hour before the first boss? Probably not. What happens if I am? It's funny. FF8 is ready for you to be level 90. Yeah, it is. That's why FF8 sucks. FF8 is a strange game that gets, like, it punishes you for leveling up, which is certainly a choice in a funny little RPG. Left hand. Hang on. During this intermediate. Intermission is the word I was looking for, by the way. During this intermission, I need to roll on Bude. Trapped in a hentai game academy. Sure, whatever, that's a series. What? Huh? Come on. Come on. We all played that game whenever it came out in, I don't know. What's your favorite Persona game? Out of every Persona game I've played, I mean, 5 is the most fun to play. But also, if we're talking the best Persona game, then it's Metaphor ReFantasia. Something that Dragon's Dogma doesn't like dynamic level scaling systems. True, I don't. Because Dragon's Dogma get harder if you level up. Everything in Dragon's Dogma is static. Final Fantasy VIII, there's no reason to level. Final Fantasy VIII, the optimal way to play Final Fantasy VIII is to not level up ever. It's weird. I got an issue with Metaphor because it actually punishes you for grinding. It does. I do have an issue with that. Bring a manager down solo, but I can save my bleed. Blood Feast is such a cool mechanic. I hope we get more Blood Fiends in the future that aren't just limited to, like, the manager, the prince, everybody else. I want more bleed things. Bleed's fun. Did you beat that game off stream? I did beat that game off stream. But also, yeah, Metaphor is kind of ass because they don't want you to grind in that game. And I love number. I love when number get big. Number become the big number. But also, it's like the most fun a game I think has ever been while using the Persona formula. So, goodbye. What do you think of Cyber Sleuth, which I started last night? Digimon Cyber Sleuth is like one of the coolest games ever. It's pretty simple in terms of what it wants you to do as like an RPG. It also has a shitload of translation errors. But also, it's Digimon Cyber Sleuth and is the best game ever. Because it's Digimon. I think I'm doing this wrong, because I need to go up, I'm pretty sure. And I need to go through the fire. Because that's what the Varia suit is literally for. And Time Trigger's I mean, yeah, Time Trigger's like the best game ever, but like, that's the thing. Shut up. I hate you. What kind of monster you create Satisfactory? Satisfactory is an evil game that breaks me. it destroys my brain. And not in, like, the good factorial way, but in the way of, like, I cannot figure out how to build three-dimensional factories. My brain does not work like that. Oh, wait, no, I know where I need to go. Behind you. Because up here is just like a missile tank or something. How far did you get? Every time I play Satisfactory, I get to, like, the oil stage, and then I just stop. It's not even like, oh, I'm not having fun anymore, because I just, for some reason, stop playing. I don't know why. Zero future proofing. Yeah, kind of. At least in Factorio, there comes a point wherever you just get drones, and then the game becomes an entirely new game. The game just becomes entirely separate. Because then you can drone build everything. Satisfactory is nice for unlimited nodes. But it also kind of sucks with the unlimited nodes thing, because if you need more iron, for instance, you either have to go up a tier into the next tier of, like, miners to get more iron ore per, like, capita, or you just need to go and make another belt that spans halfway across the planet to get more iron. Break. Break. Go away. Break. I need speed. I hate you. I need to be speed. I hate the fact that that one block was... I hate... Oh my god, it's the green guy from Snappy Playtime to Jumbo Giant. Snappy Playtime. That's not, is it, no, it's fucking Garten of Ban Ban. That's what Jumbo Josh is from. I'm so wrong. I like how that message did not get held for like approval. Freeze. We need you to die. Thanks. I don't care about taking damage. You have a conniption. A little bit. A tiny bit of one. Yes. Sure, whatever. Fake fucking fan. I am a fake fucking fan. Also, update on the Mude situation. I've entirely given up on the X-Death bit. This is mainly due to the fact that it's really hard to be a villain whenever everybody in that channel is too fucking nice. So instead, I've become what they all need, which is a savior. Lay on your back or side and just kind of start rotating. Yes, I love spinning. Oh, I have... Are you still stealing characters? No. It's come to the conclusion of basically everybody in that chat that without a villain, there's not really a point in doing anything in that chat, which I think is really funny. Like, Gale, for instance, whenever I said I was, like, stopping, just DM'd me and said, I now know what it feels like to have, like, be Batman without the Joker. Shen even DM'd me and was like, now that you stopped doing the X-Death bit, I kind of don't care about Mude anymore. So the thing is that I've noticed that everybody has their, like, their super Blorbo. Their supreme gum Blorbo. That I'm going to find for them, and I'm going to free them from the Mude chat. I am fully embracing, like, I only have one character claimed in Mude, and that is Lucifer from SMT. Not even like 5 or 4. I don't know. I said like I was going to lead in like a number. No, it's just SMT. And what does Lucifer in SMT do? That's right. Lucifer kills God to truly free mankind. So I am going to find everybody's like one character that gives them the out, and I'm going to free mankind. I will free them all from Mude. You're being good. No, I'm freeing everybody. Back up. Back up. Where is it? There it is. Give me. We needed a villain. Everybody needs a villain. How long did Mude last for? About a week. A week? Yeah, a week. Because Shen and Viz, for instance, have premium on Mude, so they can roll 20 times every reset. And the reset, like the claim interval, is also on, I think, like an hour. So every hour, people can claim a character. And there's like about 8 people playing Mude, which is, you know, do the math. 2 of those get like, it's about 100 rolls, basically, is what I'm saying. It's about 100 rolls every hour. So people are kind of like hyper speeding through Mude, finding characters that are like either high profile or just are on the wish list. And no one's being aggressive. No one is trying to barter, for instance, characters. They're just claiming characters and then giving them away. And so because of that, there's no conflict. There's no reason to pay attention to Mude. Because you will get the character you want. Because someone will probably just claim them and give them to you. How do I... Why can I not wall jump? They should be selfish. In a thing like that, there needs to be opposition. There has to be like an antagonizing force. We have Mude back in the server for the purpose of more violence. No one was violent in the Mude chat. No one. Crispy got Miku. In a perfect world, Crispy would have to like languish for Miku. Crispy had a gun. I think it was wish list for them to give me Stalker. See, I think that's fair. There always needs to be a villain. People need to kill each other. Otherwise, it's not fun. All right, so now that we've seen the cutscene, I'm pretty sure I can just go back up immediately, and then that's it. Unless I need to go over here first and then see that it's gone. I forget the trigger, specifically. Okay, yeah, no, I think we're good. Or is it post-Ridley? No, it's not post-Ridley, because I've had Giga Missiles before for, like, Ridley. Super Missiles. We sacrificed Mr. Beast to the old ones, which was funny. I'll give you all that. That was funny. Oh yeah, so it's just the cutscene happening. And then going down here causes it to hatch. Where'd the music go? Oh my god, it's a bug! Welcome to optional boss number, I don't know. But he's optional. Follow him, just blast the shit out of his ass. Yay! Oh, wait, that messed it up. They always have, they have super slow. No, this boss is entirely optional. Because if you don't go back up whenever you see the Ridley cutscene, you will just never fight them. The game gives you super missiles in the, like, the pirate ship. So you don't really need the super missiles from Bug. I was got my missiles here. I mean, makes sense. Only the larval form of it is a mandatory boss, because that's how you have to get to Ridley. Other than that, not mandatory. It's very strange. Please die forever. Thank you. You're fake. Thank you. You keep saying shit that sounds like cut now your dialogue from Devil Survivor. I've never played Devil Survivor because I only play good games like Item Asylum on Roblox.com. Not whatever fake game you just made up is. There's like a missile tank or something over here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there it is. I'll cut you. Milky, can you? I can't. Rule number 2 of good art is that all good art is provocative. So if people don't want to kill you over it, it's not good art. Therefore, every single thing I say on this stream can be considered art, because many of you want to kill me for saying it. This is where I go, because I don't want to deal with anything down there. There's missiles. Bug. 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 I always thought this was like an owl. It kind of reminds me of an owl. Owl bot. What if I want to scan your brain over your state? Different thing. That means you think my eyes are beautiful, big, and round and brown. You should play Devil's Survivor Overclock to get the story character knows a person with a free game that has much shorter by branching paths. Replay it. There's not much of a stream commit. Maybe. Maybe. I have a lot of games I need to play though first. What would the Metroid Prime scan visor say about you? Nothing, because I don't play Metroid Prime, because that's for stupid people. I say that, but I'm just, yeah, I'm just kind of fool. I'm fooling. I just don't like Metroid Prime. I don't know. I like 2D Metroid because you can do like, you can do some serious fucking movement in this game. It's very hard to do, like, cool maneuvers and things and, like, tight platforming in a 3D environment. Fucking wild how Limbus copies Roblox, man. Can you believe that the boss of Kanto 5 is literally just ripped from Roblox's Forsaken? Like, what the hell? Project Moon? More like fucking Project Washed. Be so FR right now, twin. Bro, I am literally skull emoji. How about that? Do any of you feel rage and or discontent at what I just said? If so, it means it's working. Where's my missile? You down here? There you are. Eventually so, yes, good. I don't.
I don't feel much of anything. I think numbness is also kind of a good middle ground we could reach. Oh, Milky with the nonsense. Can I show you something? Can I show you something that you won't like? The answer is yes. I'm glad we've agreed to this. Oh wait, hang on, I forgot it keeps going. Can you drop a link so I can get death threats from my friends? Absolutely. I'm happy to support anything. There's your stupid penis link. Whenever Gale sent me that, what did I say, quote? Hate that I can parse most of this fucking shit. I hate being alive, I think. Well done, Milky. That's the worst thing I've had happen to me this year. I'm glad to be on the leaderboard. Thank you for stupid penis Twitter, Milky. They didn't include the penis bit. They did not include the penis bit. I instantly thought of you. I'm just like, I hated the fact that I got sent that and I could parse it. That's the thing that sucks. I fell.
The horror.
Look at people are so pressed by the video. Because I'm like almost 30, dude! I shouldn't know what, like, Skibbity Rizzler Phantom God is. That is not a thing I should know. I should be, like... I should be complaining about children. Almost 30. I'm like 27. I turn 28 next Tuesday. Oh wait, hang on, I need missiles. Otherwise this is gonna be a pain in the ass. Not too bad. Don't bitch yourself on your age. What was it like when Lincoln was shot? See, thank you. You get it. Like, I need to be shot. I think that's the end point of that thought. They're the opposite of RT game, Daniel. I know too much is my issue. I've been on this stupid series of tubes for too long. Benny turned 40 last year and he's been brain rotted for years. That's also true. Okay, that's it. That's the wrong button. '81, 83. I mean, honestly, I don't need this many missiles. I could have stopped, like, doing that a while ago. Because 2 super missiles is more than enough for Ridley. Ripley's Believe It or Not. Shoot that, get my free E-tank. Wow. Alright. Equip super missiles to start the fight off with. Oh. let's just get out of here. But wait. Oh my god! It's the dinosaur! The joy of having 7,000 health is that I don't need to do the fight at all. I just kind of like stand here and then we get underneath Ridley and we just shoot him forever. Honestly, that's one of my slowest Ridley fights yet. Wow. Boss fight. Bossed fight. How the hell do I leave? I'm stupid. I forgot how to leave. Wait! I remember to leave. It's up there. I'll follow your rules when I'm fucking dead. Yeah, Ridley can canonically speak. He just doesn't. Which is, like, funnier, I think. Because he's... Ridley is hyper intelligent. He can talk. He has, like... You know... an IQ that's bigger than mine, I would imagine. He just chooses to screech and do all that shit for no reason. It's also funny because I don't think they've ever shown Ridley, like, talking in any Metroid game ever. He usually just screams. Which, again, I respect it. It's funny. You need to explode. I want to talk about sludge now. This is my stream. I can talk about whatever I want. Now it's sludge. I like Monster Energy. I don't think this is like a secret. I've said this before somewhere. Probably on Shen's streams. But I like Monster Energy. It's tasty. I like the flavor of the it. But, like, every other flavor that's not just regular-ass green is suck. It's the water thing again, not the water thing. I had something called, I think, like, passion fruit? Monster Passion Punch, maybe? I don't know. It was in, like, a pinkish can. It sucked. It tasted like how body odor smells. Which is fascinating as to why you would make that a flavor. Pipeline Punch. I think it was Pipeline Punch or something. It was god-awful. Also, you know what I mean when I say that, right? I've tried to explain to people things like that before. Like, that doesn't make any sense, Jacob. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, you've never tasted something that tastes like how something smells? Are you a human being? Damn. Fruit Monster just sucked. I think that's kind of... I know exactly what you mean. Half of what taste is. That's what I'm saying! It's an integral part of taste. But there was one time I was trying to describe, like, a flavor of something. And I was like, this kind of tastes like how our janitor's cleaning solution smells. And everybody at the lunch table I was sitting at was just, what are you talking about? What the fuck does that mean? And I felt insane. I don't have a sense of smell. Gaz, on one hand, I want to believe you. On the other hand, you also said that you're divorced and have 14 children. And that you've been divorced 5 times. What the fuck is that mean. You get it. You understand what it means. Don't you lie to me. You've been there. This is an experience you've had. You've experienced this. This is a human thing. That was real. It's not real. Gaz does not have 7 different, like, divorced wives. People don't lie on the internet, Milky. People lie here, specifically. And only here. Doesn't passion fruit also mean the clit? Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. You have to be lying. But also, I believe that. That sounds stupid enough to be real. I'm a retired fighter pilot. I believe this. I don't. Okay, you said you were 100% Chibi Robo. Look, I gave my time frame for that. A little bit after the heat death of the universe. Like, just a little bit after. Year or 2 after that happens. I'm on it. Oh yeah, this one sucks. Two days specifically, you said. It's like you have to kind of like... This is a really fucked one. But I need the Giga Missile. Super Missile. I don't know why I keep calling them Giga Missiles. It's not their name. Can you spawn? Would you believe me if I told you I was a cult leader? Yes. I think you all have interesting lives. And I choose to believe this because it means that I'm an interesting streamer because I attract interesting people. This reflects well on me. Can you please spawn? There we go. Mods devastate his duo, Denny. Mods duo his decim. Would you join my cult if I told you I was a cult leader? No, I have my own. Which also isn't a cult. How do I fuck you? I think I need to, like, speed boost, because that's why, like, this is here. NT his duodecim. Let's not get too crazy now, okay? No reason to NT anybody here, okay? We can all be friends. Help, I'm stupid. Because if I go this neurotypical NT. Okay, so hi. If you don't know what NT is, there's a game for Final Fantasy fans called Dissidia. Do you know what Dissidia is? Have you heard of this game before? You probably have. Dissidia is basically a fighting game that stars all the Final Fantasy protagonists and antagonists. Really fun game. Pretty fun. I had a lot of fun with it. Game's cool as shit, by the way. But there's a caveat to this. Only the PSP games are cool as shit. Everything else, not that cool. Because the PSP games are pseudo-fighting games, pseudo-RPGs. Your characters will learn moves, and they have levels, and there's gear, and there's, like, you can equip a sword, and you do more damage in the fight, and it's like, wow. It's fun. It's interesting. It's got a little bit of pizzazz to it. Everybody has super moves. It's just a good time. Dissidia EX Burst. It's where everybody has super moves. So, for instance, here is the Warrior of Light from Final Fantasy 1, where he does this thing, where he does Oversoul. And you'll notice the little text boxes are in the style of the game that they're from. So, the text boxes in, like, here, the button prompts, they're from Final Fantasy 1. skip ahead a little bit. The thing from, like, this is from fucking Final Fantasy VII, and Cloud does Omni Slash, and we're all like, wow.
This is it.
And then you can go to, like, the villains, and the villains are here. And then there's also this very specific villain, only in this game, which is just Feral Chaos, where he beats the shit out of you in his, like, mind palace, and he kicks the piss out of you, and it's really cool, and you have a time limit. And then he grabs you, and he stabs you a bunch with swords, and then he turns off your game.
How can it end like this?
Also, yeah, the Kefka thing. Where's Kefka? That's 9. It's got Keith David as Chaos, by the way. You're 8. You're 7. Kefka. Great game, isn't it? Cool. Wow. Interesting. What's NT like? There's no super moves, by the way. There's none. There are no super moves. There's no RPG equipment. It's just this. This is the game. You invested? Please clap. There's skills. Bottom left there. See, you can hit triangle up to do a skill and triangle down. Or just regular triangle to do a skill. Okay, you sound sad. No, I don't. Me? Never. Anyway, hang on. What? What was the finale of? Who was the? How'd the final boss of the PSP game go? What's that? It's a lyric. It's a lyrical composition as you fight Chaos from Final Fantasy 1. Oh well, I mean it's still just kind of the same game, so it's not that impressive. Where the fuck is it? Surely, you know. Oh, what's that? The song has 3 parts, you say. It's a 3-act song as you fight Keith David as Chaos. Oh, he's using a move called, what's that? Oh, why, yes, of course. He becomes massive, takes on the appearance of Chaos from Final Fantasy 1 entirely, and starts fucking swinging giant swords from the background at you that you have to dodge. It's not a PSP! Stabs the arena, dodge my explosion. Interesting. He's aura farming on the throne.
Prepare.
Chaos has a unique line for every single character in the game for whenever he fights them. There is a unique intro for every character in the game. This game is sick as fuck, and they ruined it. The max health you can have in this game is 9,999. Unless your name is Feral Chaos. Feral Chaos has a max level of 130.
Let us open a path.
Is the final boss of the true campaign and has 125,000 health. The max amount of damage you can do in one move is 9,999, which means that no matter what, even if you fucking maximize your gameplay, you are fighting an uphill battle against a really big threat.
Prepare.
Warrior Light's 10,299. I think that's like the max for like player characters. This is the unique theme for Feral Chaos. It's got like orchestra, it's got an opera, there's people like, this is Feral Chaos, this is scary. And then you skip to like, I think 312. 3 minutes and like 17 seconds into the fight, this happens. This is what they took from you! This is what they took from you! This was like the coolest shit ever! I love Dissidia. I love it. I need to play more fucking Metroid. I need to play more Metroid. This is Dissidia. This is what Dissidia was, and it was the coolest fucking shit ever. I like playing the video again. It's comping you in the Habble rant. Thanks, I went insane. Like, Dissidia is just, it's so cool. It is so cool. And they just turned it into like 3v3 arena fighter and like did nothing with it. You could customize the moves that your character had. If you like mastered a move by using it enough, then you unlocked like an extension of it, or you could chain it into different moves. You could use summons that did different things depending on when you used them in the battle. You could like, everybody had their own unique form of EX burst, which was their own super move. And it was just cool. It was a cool, there was maps from every Final Fantasy game. Just install boss fights with summons. I would believe that. I never played NT because I got really sad that NT was just like that. PSP to Cydia stream win. I have done the PSP to Cydia stream. What would you give for a good remake? Literally anything. I don't know why they keep doing shit with Dissidia that isn't what people want with Dissidia. Because they did Opera Omnia, and to my understanding, Opera Omnia was pretty okay. It wasn't bad, and it was pretty okay. But now there's going to be another mobile game for Dissidia where they all get isekai'd into modern day Japan. And it's like, cool, great. What? No extra bullshit. It's true. If they just made Duodecim again, but added in, like, Xenos, like, other characters from different points of, like, the Final Fantasy franchise, it would sell gangbusters. that game would sell $8 billion. I get passionate about Dissidia because there's no other game like Dissidia. Sure, it's like an arena fighter, kinda, but it's such a unique way of doing, here's an RPG game mixed with like a fighting game. Would it let you gacha for waifus? You got me there. Like that Flort comic about forcing people to play obscure Japanese RPGs until fun becomes the point again. Find me that comic. I need to see that for myself. Because I agree with it. Now I leave here and I go back to fight Mother Brain. Ads super true. We've got 14 minutes till ads. I'll talk more about Dissidia then. But like Duodecim 012, it had like a dungeon mode where you could run through a dungeon and do a bunch of fights. And you would get gear in the dungeon that you could only use in the dungeon, and you would like find different party members that you could then level them up in the dungeon mode. And that was also where you got some of the best equipment in the game from. And it's just fucking cool. It's just really cool. Everybody had like alt costumes and stuff you could unlock. You could customize your player profile. There, you could set your own like double XP days. There was treasure you could get. You could like craft shit. Like, you had to fight certain characters to get certain materials to make, like, super weapons. And there was, like, equipment set bonuses, to where if you had a bunch of equipment that was, like, part of the Excalibur set, then the Excalibur, like, set would just give you a bonus of, like, oh, well, you do more damage with, like, light attacks. Yeah, it was made to be a fully fledged video game. And it was a fully fledged video game. It was the coolest shit ever. Isn't that just Monster with different comes? I mean, maybe if you're Monster, you're gonna need to fight like, you know, Garland from FF1. Yeah, NT sucked because it wasn't a game. It was made to be an esport, and it was an esport. And like every esport, it got really boring really fast whenever its name wasn't Dota 2 or Counter-Strike. Or I guess League. Alright, Gaz.
Dude, the graphics in this game, you can count the hairs on this dude's arms. I'd pay $90 easy.
That's it! I'm banning graphics from games! All graphics are banned until fun becomes the point again! You will play obscure Japanese text-based adventures until the situation improves!
True. Literally true. That's actually me. I feel no shame in saying that's me. Here's a game for you. Here's a game for you right now. Maybe you've heard of it. You probably have. I probably talked about it. Maybe you haven't. This game is called Ellen. Ellen looks like this. Play Ellen. You will play Ellen. This is like one of the RPGs of all fucking time. You can do fucking basically anything in this game. You can do fucking anything in this game. Didn't Seth do a video on this? Yes. A successor to the roguelike RPG, Alona. Adventure, travel, survival, crafting, home building, myths passed down, and stories of humans and Ella spun. What scars will you leave upon the land of Yilva? Is it English? Yes. If you This is the one with the ring that protects you from alien pregnancy. Yes, this is the game with the ring that protects you from alien pregnancy. This is also the game where you can be a bard. And if a bard plays bad in a town, you are encouraged to kill them with rocks. The way you get better stats in this game is by getting better at cooking. You can turn old people into cattle that lay eggs that birth new old people. And then you can perpetuate a weird cattle farm of elderly people that just lay eggs. You can sell the eggs. You can eat the eggs and get better stats, which allow you to get better old people. You can selectively breed super old people that are really good at defending your home. The point of the game is that, fuck it, just do whatever you want. Who cares? What game is this? Ellen. Ellen. Play Ellen. This is a fucked video game, and I love it dearly. You can become a grand master of all things magic, if you want. Or you can get really good at cooking. Maybe you just want to build a comfy home. Do whatever the fuck you want. I'm not your boss. Is it free? No. Ilona is free, which is the prequel. This game is $20. Okay, when are you going to play Marlin? I have played Marlin. I have played and beaten Marlin, actually, on this stream. Ellen on GOG. I don't think so. So interesting. I've never heard of it instantly fascinating. I've never seen it. Because I adhere to the concept of video games need to be fun. And every video game that's really fun sucks a little bit. And that's the point. I love Dragon's Dogma. But Dragon's Dogma, I can also very easily agree, sucks a lot, actually. The story in Dragon's Dogma does not exist, like, to me. That game is, like, it barely has a story, if any. It has some cool background lore, that's it. But God, is it fun to play. I have people on the subreddit just yell at me whenever I ask how the fuck I get it working. Because you never go to Reddit for anything, because Reddit sucks. I hate Redditors. They are miserable people that don't like fun. There is a blog on Tumblr called Tosca Rin. Tosca Rin has this. If you want to play the prequel to the game I just showed you, listen to Tosca Rin. She's very smart. She will tell you how to set up Ilona. Tosca Rin. Yeah, it's a Tumblr blog. She's very funny. But yeah, Gold's right. Reddit is very good about, like, explaining problems. It's very bad about community, I think. Because the Reddit community for anything is just like, yes, the Reddit bacon lay epics troll you, my good sir. Karma plus to you and you've won the internet this day. And then if you're like, hey, does anybody here ever, like, you know, wonder about what life would be like without dirt? They'd be like, what a preposterous and silly question. You are a weirdo, and we are going to... That would never happen. They have no sense of freakitude. And I think that's why I prefer Tumblr over, like, everything. I looked at the beginning for a while. Ilona Plus has a lot of quality of life mods that the original developer did not put into it, because I think the original developer, like, dropped Ilona at some point, and then the community continued to add shit onto it because it was an open source game. So it was very easy for people to add more shit in And Alona Plus is generally agreed upon to be like the most cohesive and well put together version of Alona. What's your opinion on Warhammer? Fantasy or 40K? Because they differ. Both. Warhammer Fantasy is like whatever to me. It's okay, but it's not, I wouldn't call it my favorite. I like 40K a lot, but I think 40K kind of has the Digimon problem of there's way too many games of varying quality in that franchise for there to be like one to like recommend to someone as like this is what you should like maybe play if you want to start getting into this franchise. Know what I mean? Like, sure, you could recommend someone go play Dawn of War as their first 40K game, but also if they're not like if they're not good at RTSs or just not into RTSs in general, then it's like, well, shit. Sorry. Or maybe they just like, and then if you want them to like, if someone's like, oh, I want to play Necrons. Well, you can't play Necrons in anything that's not like an RTS game, so there's no good game to go be a Necron in, which is once again, go play fucking Dawn of War. But also, only go play Dawn of War 1, maybe 2. Don't go play 3. 3 is bad. 4 is, I think, going to be better, maybe? But Doesn't Digimon have Cyber Sleuth? Digimon has Cyber Sleuth, but it took forever for Cyber Sleuth to come out. And also, to get there, it was like, oh, well, here's Digimon Survive. Digimon Survive is not like any other game in the franchise because it's a visual novel. That's also like kind of a Fire Emblem game a little bit. Oh, here's Digimon World, but don't play 3 because 3 is a weird Diablo style like beat 'em up where they have swords. So Digimon games are of varying quality. Time Stranger and Cyber Sleuth were good because they're like the same game that just improved upon. That's 4. My bad. That's 4. I missed the MMO. Didn't the MMO of Digimon have like a virus in it or something? Or like it would randomly translate all text to Spanish? Because if that's the same game, that's really funny. Damn. Damn. It's gotta be a slower run this year. How do you do that wrong? All right, well, not all of us can speak Spanish. Where am I? I'm fine. I keep looking away from the screen. You save the animals. I'm game. All right, planet's exploding. We can run ads. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, there. Now we're ready. All right, we do not play Gensokyo Radio right now. We will, however, play Internet Exploder. But yeah, like, what? Duodecim is fucking cool. It is so cool, and I recommend everybody try to play it at least like once. Duodecim is literally free. It's a PSP game. No one gives a shit if you pirate those anymore. And the PSP emulator is one of the best on the market. PPSSPP fucking rules. What's the music? Internet Exploder. Ooh, that's good Kakarot. Damn, I can't react to that Kakarot. Treva said pee-pee, laughed and pointed his penis. But, like, go play Duodecim. Do yourself a favor and go play, like, play some Duodecim this weekend. Just go do it. You don't really, like, you don't lose anything. Just go play some Duodecim this weekend. Like, why not? Pick your favorite Blorbo from your favorite Final Fantasy game and just go have a fun time. As long as your favorite Final Fantasy game isn't 14, or 15, or 16. Because you can't do that. Duodecim.
Okay, when is Pikmin 3?
Probably after Celeste. Maybe. Thank you, Internet Exploder. You set up for voices of Chord. Yes, it's what I'm doing right now is called stalling, because I don't want to play Pikmin. I've been dodging limit spores. I know jack about shit fuck about the chapter Canto 9. That's the one. I can just not play it, but I have to. I'm already halfway through the Pikmin games. Apparently, they only get better from now. How much I need to donate? Make sure you play Devil Survivor Overclocked. $4 billion. You only have 99 health. Yeah. I need to recharge it first. The gameplay loop is very much the same. I mean, Pikmin 2 sucked. But I think that's mainly just because of the fact that, like, Pikmin 2 is a game that actively does not like you. And, like, it is miserable to play that game. Because of how much the game just does not hide its contempt for you. So I think, like, Pikmin 3, sure, whatever. I can get with that. Because I don't think the game will actively hate me. This is gonna trigger the alarm, y'all. I'm being chased by space pirates. Whenever I played, like, Metroid Fusion as a kid, whenever the SAX would chase me, I fucking, like, my heart rate would increase. It was legitimately, like, scary. And my grandmother tried to tell my mom to, like, make me stop playing the video game because it wasn't good for my heart. I was a youngin' when I played Pikmin 2. What do you mean by that? So Pikmin 2 loves to do this thing, like, with dungeons, wherever they just don't tell you what's on the floor, and so they just kill, like, a majority of your Pikmin by just being like, oh, yeah, you wandered into the exploding death zone. Sorry. Oh my god, they can crawl like me. Metroid can crawl. I don't know. Pikmin is just like a very weird game because like it actively hates the player. At least Pikmin 1 and 2 do. Pikmin 1 is like whatever. Generally okay video game with Pikmin 1. Pikmin 2, however, that game hates you. These guys the space pirates. Yes. Have you seen the FNAF Pikmin ROM hack? The fuck are you on about? Jesse! Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about? Damn shame. Oh wait, yeah, no. I need to... Fall down here, shoot this. Oh my god, they're space pirates. Bam. Where's the safe spot? It's like down here somewhere. There should be like a little corner I can just jump up and hide in. There it is. The FNAF Pikmin ROM hack. FNAFmin. The Pikmin 2 ROM hack. This sucks, I think. Alrighty, on. Wait! I can just not do this. Come on. You hate me. There we go. You don't have to go through, like, the areas. You just have to wall jump. Just wall jump. It's that easy. See, okay. A little bit of a history lesson for you. But, like, Zero Mission is cool because Metroid Fusion came out in 2001, and that game is technically, like, later in the timeline than, like, because Zero Mission's just the first game but remade. And the thing is that you cannot sequence break Fusion as easily as you can Zero Mission for some reason. I don't know why. But sequence breaking Fusion is very hard because they implement a lot of things that are specifically designed to make that more difficult. Like, for instance, Fusion's 2002. So now he's gonna come through the little hole. In Fusion, if you try to wall jump off a wall, it forcibly pushes you away from the wall. Whereas you notice, in Zero Mission, I can stick to the wall as I jump. Bomb jumping is, I'm also pretty sure, impossible in Fusion. And there's a lot more areas that bomb jumping just doesn't help in. Like, I don't know why they were so adamant about making... I mean, I guess I get it, because Fusion is supposed to be a very narrative-heavy game. So they want you to make sure that you're experiencing the narrative as it goes. Whereas Zero Mission is just like, sure, go around, get power-ups, and win. That is true. They do give you, like, a weird pseudo-achievement for sequence breaking Zero Mission. Because there's unique dialogue that plays in Zero Mission. Not Zero Mission. Fusion. There's unique dialogue that plays if you sequence break in Fusion. Because, like, they kind of expect you to do it, but doing it is very hard. And the game comments on it by being like, oh shit, how did you do that? That's really good of you. Good job. I didn't expect you to be here. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it happens like one time. I think it's during the part where you have to go through the flooded area. There's like a very specific way you can get around it. Yeah, that's it. The Shine Spark chain that requires... Ugh. I'm bad at Shine Spark chaining. That's the long and short of it. Ow. Do I die here doing a stupid wall jump chain? Yes. I am going to kill myself. If I was better at wall jumping. That is rare. I don't think I ever died during last year's playthrough. I'm worse. I did peak last year. Okay, you just hate me now. Okay, yeah, just fucking... There we go. I am washed! I think the doctor ruined the groove. If this was like a one continuous segment Metroid thing, would have already been done by now. You can just ignore me. Stupid lobsters and their stupid claws. Is it 40 minutes? You know, I believe that. One of these days, I want to get, like, one of the cool endings. Like, where Samus is, like, looking out over a city or something. I'm just very bad about remembering where, like, pickups are. Because I usually end Zero Mission off by missing about 2 E-tanks. And I usually end with about, like, 115 regular missiles and maybe, like, 6 to 10 super missiles. Which is not the entire... Like, I don't care. That is not everything in the game. Bam. Oh... Leave me alone. I need to wall jump here. If I perfectly wall jump, I win the video game. How are you so close on my ass? You fucking... You hate me. That motherfucker's camping! Oh my god, they shot the floor. They shot the floor! Okay, them shooting the floor is, as you can see, very fucking bad. Because if they shoot the floor, I can't do that segment. Because the way this segment is supposed to go is that I'm supposed to, like, be chased by them up until there, and then once I'm there, I kind of do this, where I shoot the thing behind me, and they all fall, and they lose track of me, and then I can progress in the segment. But if they shoot the floor, can't do that. Wretched. Wretched attempt. Wretched run of zero mission. Okay, this time, for sure, I get through this segment and they don't shoot the floor and everybody wins, and by everybody, I mean me. % in-game time is 45 minutes, 50 seconds. Actual time is 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 21 seconds. So I'm definitely off pace. Because, you know, it's been 2 hours. We tried actually sneaking. Sneaking doesn't do anything here. Because no matter what, you will be found during this segment. Well, that's just unfair. That's why the out is there. Because it's go through here, go all the way through here, 6, 7, no. Behold how the segment is supposed to play out. I shoot this, they keep following me through all this, I keep shooting it, they're still behind me, I jump off, I shoot it, they don't make it, I'm now safe. There we go. I think that might be the, I think the candle might be causing that. The one that I'm burning in here, because, like, it kind of sucks. It smells like dude. It kind of smells like how I would imagine a locker room smells. I've never been in a locker room, but I imagine this is how it smells. It doesn't smell good. Boy smell. I guess you could call it that. I'd believe it. Candles kind of suck in general. Wrong! Candles are great. I just need fruit smell. Why are you burning it? Because it was a Christmas gift. Also, no, I can't kill. Without the power suit, Samus can't kill. You can only just, you know, you shoot the stun. Now he does this weird, like, bounce stage. I hate you, bounce stage. I hate you, bounce stage. Blah, 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 blah. All right, now I've got the fully powered suit. And now I can kill everything. Nothing stops me anymore. I'm now free to just play the game. Samus a magical girl. Track of which years it would be good. This year is not good. This is not a good Metroid run year. Because currently, this run sucks. Okay, yeah, the super missile's over here. Back portion. I did have my name pretty, like my birthday, pretty low on the Japanese luck calendar. That could be influencing the run. Do another run, that'll be sacrilege. That's sacrilege. No, we can't do another run. It's one run per year. There we go. Like number 4. Okay, brag a little bit more, why don't you? Look, mine suck. You can do a super dread or super run. You said super twice. No. The reason why Metroid Zero Mission is so good is because the game is like 2 seconds long. Every other Metroid game is, like, pretty long by comparison. But Zero Mission is very short. Like, very, very short. Because you'll see, as of right now, this is the finale of the game. Super isn't that long. True. But it's probably, okay, that's probably like a... That's probably a Zero Mission style effect where if you know Super, it's not that long, and I don't know Super. Yep. Where the... Get out of here. All the way back. Why Samus purple? Gravity suit. Bam. Bam. There's one part of Super that I always forget. I mean, I know Super is also stupidly funny, just because of how many, you know, ways you can sequence break that video game. Like, that game barely holds together. You can break that game wide fucking open. Thank you, Screw Attack. I love you, Screw Attack. Are you all using fucking... Are you using my zero mission streams as like a fortune-telling service? Is that what we're doing now? I don't know. I mean, I saw the Milky run this year, zero mission. It was pretty bad. Ill tidings are on the winds this year. I will be now. You look pregnant today. Thumbs up. Thank you for noticing. Milky dies twice. Well, that's the tower. Your fortune teller. Your tarot reader. Oh, Madam Magic. What's in the cards for me? Is it gonna work out? Allow the madam to consult the cards. Pull up the stream. What do you mean he died twice? Ill tidings, child. Take no unnecessary risks this year. It could be dangerous. Very dangerous. I have to go down here now because I gotta grab the power bomb. Within the first 4 days, I shat myself twice. What? The reasons have been good, and this one's been awful. The bad ones mean this year will be good. Look, usually, I think last year, I didn't even need to use a save room. Because I was just, like, done. I never died. But here, I need to use a save room. One cut, great misfortune. You did not save it all last year. That's the thing. Last year, I was knocking this shit out. That was a power bomb. You did so clearly your runs. Last year was pretty awful, and you did good, so clearly your runs absorbed the world's misfortune. So my runs are inverse, is what you're saying. Which means if I do good in a run, the year will be shit. But if I do bad in a run, the year will be good and blessed. How do you deal with Mecha Ridley will determine the final part. Okay, but Mecha Ridley's like not that hard ever. I will admit, okay, I had a great Kraid run this time. I had a pretty bad Ridley though. Can I fucking do the jump? I'm going to explode, I think. There we go. Yeah, I'd never do this. This is like one of the hardest things for me. Because like there's an E-tank at the end of this. But getting it is so fucking hard. And you die a few more times so the AI bubble converts. Yeah, sure, hang on. If I mess up this jump by doing the exact same thing another time, I'm going to become an egg. I'm turning into an egg! I'm gonna try to do this, like, one more time. I'm gonna try to do this one more time. And if it doesn't work, I'm just beating the game. I'm just gonna beat the game. Mecha Ridley, everybody! Alright, now the issue becomes I don't have power bombs, though. Which means that some of the bomb sections are gonna be, like, real annoying to do. That's it? Yup, that's it. For instance, this section. So the thing about Mecha Ridley is that whenever the glass is broken, basically every single super missile takes off like one entire health state from it. And I think he only has about like 4 health states. So 4 super missiles to the chest and he's done. Is that easy to kill Mecha? Yes. Mecha Ridley is not a hard fight. So for instance, right here is wherever power bombs really speed this shit up. Just gotta get out of here. Thankfully, the final fight isn't that bad. It's just those like 2 fucking gray guys. Up, 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 up. Go, 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 go. Thanks. I'm not at risk of running out of time, thankfully. Because, like, it's just the end of Super Mission. 0 mission. Super Mission. Super misses. Down here, there's like 2 guys that we gotta kill. You can kind of just like tank them for the most part because like with the health we have, we do just we out-manage them. We out-damage them. That's it. That's 0 mission! Another year down! This year was bad. This year was this was a terrible run. This was a god-awful run. Doesn't Mecha Ridley get stronger the more items you collect in the game? Nope! Mecha Ridley just, like, kind of sucks. The hard part of Mecha Ridley is just hitting the chest. That's literally it. All right, what ending screen do we get? Is it the usual one? It's the usual one. In-game time of 1:43, and the rate for collecting items is 54%. See you next mission. Because I do go on normal. That's what we have to do. Next year, we run hard. I think that's it. Next year, we run hard. Because hard is how you get new ending screens, too. So we'll do that next year. But that's it. Yearly Metroid done. Next up, we do Celeste. Celeste on Friday. I'm gonna climb a mountain and then say trans rights at the top of it, and also the entire way up. See you Friday. Go watch my friend beat the fuck out of this guy. She's the world champion, you know.